Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learn back once again in this YouTube astrological segment. I'm going to be talking about the September 14th, 2023 new moon in Virgo. Now, the new moon in astrology can be a time where people have a lot of enterprise and initiative. There may be an abundance and surfeit of energy. It could be a very revitalizing and rejuvenating time for many. What may have prohibited you and held you back may now be discarded. The superfluous can be tossed away to make a start on something serious in one's life. It could be introspective time. It could reflect the planning and the beginning phase of a project or endeavor. What may begin with the new moon in Virgo may conclude with the full moon in Aries. What may start out with analysis may end with the understanding it could be of basic combat fighting skills and also, it could be too what may start out with being of service to others, such as, being like a subordinate worker. Virgo is connected with service. May actually end with something more of like a leadership management type position, which would be more with Aries. Now, another thing another way it could manifest could be what may start out with that extensive, like Virgo, editing on something may culminate, could be with something Aries related being published, something could be connected with law enforcement or arson investigation, combat sports or volatile sports like football or hockey, as some examples. And could also be what may start as just simply improving one's health, may end with the full moon in Aries with a marked improvement of the physical body. It could be, something where one may begin to analyze and, being introspective in doing so may actually have more end with the understanding of one's identity with the full moon in Aries. Now, this new moon in Virgo, it could impact all collectively, but especially those that have a Virgo or Cancer sun, moon, or ascendant. Virgo, of course, because it's going to be in its own sign. In the zodiac sign Cancer, obviously, because the moon rules Cancer, and Cancer is simply affected strongly by all transits and phases of the moon. This may play an integral role as to why the zodiac sign Cancer can be so moody, fickle, and temperamental. This can be more intensified if it makes a conjunction to one's Virgo sun, moon, or ascendant. Now, what may could start out, with this new moon in Virgo, it may start, people may start some health or exercise regime, which can include, working out vigorously. It could be for some where people may begin to extrapolate data. The NFL season is has started shortly before this. And what many may be projecting, many may project football stats, especially, as an example, let's say if this falls in the fifth house of sports, it could be the beginning, and also too for some, it may be, the beginning of, some diet or industry or service, employment. And I would say, especially if it falls in the sixth house of work and employment, it could also be, for some, it could be, let's say, if it falls in the eighth house as another example, it may be the beginning of something, analytical psychology or analytical astrology. As another example, it could be some very precise, painstaking operation if it falls again in the eighth house. For many, it could simply be the start of taking more health precautions. Something with sanitation, cleaning, organizing. Let's say if this falls in the 11th house in one's chart, it may be the beginning of compartmentalizing, defragging computers. It could be the beginning of, for some people, just something with hygiene or cleanliness. Let's say if this falls in the third house as another example, could be the start of, diagnosing, analyzing vehicles for some. Now, another thing, with this transit, how it may manifest, it could also be a time, some may begin, Virgo related profession, especially if this falls, let's say if it falls in the sixth house. I would say it could be, an example, especially if it falls in the sixth house, I should say, or the second or 10th house in one's natal chart. That's what I consider. It is considered one of the money and work houses in astrology. Now, a number of people may begin some kind of work in analytics. Could be compiling data entry, being a professional organizer, some kind of health or fitness fields, such as being some kind of fitness instructor. Could be working as a doctor or doing some detail-oriented work, computer programming, doing something as a statistician, as some examples. Now, again, it is important to see, what house this falls in your natal chart, as this could impact its delineation and interpretation. Now, mine is going to fall in the fifth house. Now, with the football season just starting, it may be, me starting NFL prediction videos. I actually have started one already. The other day I put one up. And it could be, the beginning, of extrapolating, data connected with sports. Maybe I get into fantasy football. I really doubt it, but it's possible. How this could involve projecting numbers for individual players, and could also be somebody just doing something, another person that has this in their fifth house could be doing some statistical work, or, that they just simply enjoy. It could be, for me, it may be more critical analysis of my love life or lack of it, and also applying to fun, amusement, and enjoyment. Also, though the new moon is generally auspicious, I believe in some instances it may signify it could be a new health-related issue, especially if it falls in either the first or sixth house in one's natal chart. The first house, of course, is connected with the physical body. The sixth house governs physical health-related issues. It could be something minor associated with the intestines, the abdomen, spleen, or pancreas. It could simply be some minor bruising in that area, and it could be like just a minor digestive issues for some people. Also, too, it's important to look at the aspects this makes to points in your chart, as this could impact how it may affect you. Now, for me, it's going to make a conjunction to my natal Pluto in Virgo in my fifth house. Now, one way this could manifest could be the start of some healthy transformation. That I may actually truly enjoy. It could also give more passion and desire to what I stated before, regarding the beginning of the analysis of my love life, and or doing the extrapolating sports data, and having and also, again, going to the beginning of the analysis of my love life. It could be just looking deeper into it and understanding there could be possible psychological reasons as to why it is the way it is. The trine to my natal Taurus ascendant may give more vitality and strong latent powers of endurance to begin what is associated with that new moon in Virgo. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Arnott saying stay well.